Congresswoman Lauren Boebert trying to get NPR defunded. So now this started actually on April 12th when Chief Twit, Elon Musk, had posted, defund NPR. Okay. But why?
Elon.
Why defund NPR? Doesn't make any sense to me. Now, Boebert, she chimed in agreement, tweeting, "I've been saying that for quite some time. Let's get it done." As if there's nothing, like, literally better to do, Lauren Boebert. But hey, this all comes from some drama, apparently, between NPR and Elon Musk over Twitter. So now, NPR decided to leave Twitter to pull all of their accounts off the social media network, which, by the way, PBS has now followed as well, because Twitter had labeled NPR a state-affiliated media. Later on, they changed it to government-funded media. Now, you might be wondering, okay, look, what's wrong with that? Do they get money from the government? Yes, I'm going to tell you how much that is and actually how inconsequential that is. But first, let me tell you the problem here. In the past, Twitter has applied that label to government-operated outlets considered generally to be propaganda outlets. Whether you agree or not, for that particular account or, government, whatever, that's what they would do. And so the precedent has been set. So Elon Musk, knowing that, after all, he bought the damn thing, meaning Twitter, putting that on NPR sends a message that they're basically a propaganda outlet of the autocrats or an autocratic government. So he's basically accusing them of being propaganda for the Biden administration. So look, do they have a left-leaning, perspective? Yeah, they're Democratic establishment perspective. And I don't think there's anything wrong with having that perspective. I don't agree with it. I'm a lot more lefty than NPR, but I don't have any hatred against NPR either. So there's nothing wrong with them. That said, right? This is just a clear attempt by Musk to be salty, saying, I hate NPR. I hate anything that could be possibly considered to be on the left. Okay, well, good for you. Now, NPR says that the label was both inaccurate and misleading, as it is a private nonprofit company that receives less than 1% of its $300 million annual budget from the federally funded Corporation for Public Broadcasting. So less than 1% of the budget. More information. Most of the federal funding comes from the, again, Corporation for Public Broadcasting, which indirectly finances NPR by providing grants to local radio stations which license content from NPR for broadcasting. Most of the federal, state, and local government funding reaches NPR through the same process. In addition, the Corporation for Public Broadcasting and federal, state, and local governments give direct grants to NPR, which again amount to less than 1% of the organization's annual budget in an average year. Less than 1% of the funding comes from the government. Does that mean you're government-funded media? Or that you're just government-funded? Well, according to Elon Musk, yes. Well, now, wait a minute here. Wouldn't that mean that Twitter itself would be indirectly funded by the government? They haven't gotten any government grants, but Tesla got a lot of government subsidies. Through 2020, the government benefited significantly from tax credits given to consumers who buy electric cars, which reduced the cost of Tesla vehicles by $4,000 to $7,500. One attempt to track all the subsidies, including state and local incentives to support Tesla's manufacturing facilities, estimated the total benefits to be nearly $3 billion. So Elon Musk, perhaps your Tesla account should also have the label of government funded. Just saying. government funded. And you know what? By the way, maybe we should take all politicians and put government funded on their accounts as well. Again, Lauren Boebert, great example. She's on the government dole. What? She gets a congressional salary. She's government funded. What? We're just being accurate, right? Or maybe this entire thing is stupid. Just absolutely dumb. Stupid. And it's just an example of Elon Musk being incredibly salty, sensitive, and maybe trying to stir up engagement. Perhaps his, he's didn't see as many good returns changing his name to Harry Bowles, or, covering up the W on Twitter. Titter. It's Titter, everybody. Look at me. I'm 12. I'm making 12-year-old jokes. Please love me. It's so absolutely pathetic what Elon Musk is trying to do to get attention so that he can get people, I don't know, to buy Twitter Blue, to give him $8 a month, because his business is, swirling the drain. This guy was considered once, oh, what a visionary, what a savior to mankind. He wants to save the world through electric cars. This person has done more damage to the EV movement than I think anything ever could. I want to go. Elon Musk makes me want to go and buy a car, or no, a truck set up to roll coal. I won't, because I'm not, I'm not a jackass, but he makes me want to so much. He's absolute he's a jackass. Now, look, a couple more things, okay? Now, for Boebert, look, Boebert, do you remember when she was crying about Newsmax? Newsmax being dropped from DirecTV. She literally took this onto the floor of Congress to say, look at how big tech is coming after conservative thought, Newsmax, conservative chat. I can't believe that they would do that. Big tech government. They hate us all. It's a war on conservative free speech. Do you know that? Do you know that? Now, that's funny because it's not having anything to do with, again, government or war on free speech or anything like that, or cancel culture. No, Newsmax was only temporarily removed, by the way. And they did so because Newsmax demanded to be paid more money. Now, if you compare that with NPR, NPR had originally started out with much more federal funding, right? Through the Corporation for Public Broadcasting. And then throughout the years, especially after there was a funding crisis, they generally started relying more on viewers and other sources of revenue. So now, again, 1% of their budget is federal grants. They've been trying to take less money, but Newsmax demands more money. More money. Just for the privilege of hosting them. So, that's a microcosm of basically what's going on between right and left, But for her signing on to this and trying to defund NPR, ironically, it's about her going after a media outlet to do cancel culture, defund, because she doesn't agree with them politically.